start now. I guess it's going to start. Let's see how it goes.
And mic's good? You got the mic turned on?
Yeah. I told you mic is on. Yeah.
It's
see?
hot. It's moving.
It's moving. We're on.
Well, I'll let you know.
It's on like Donkey Kong, Grim.
But that's good. That's good. What I can't say.
It's on. Okay, we'll give everyone a minute.
Just a minute.
A couple minutes. The SeaTac is here. He's the first one here.
Sorry, I tried to guess. I thought maybe he would have won. I don't know. But I'm happy someone different won tonight. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who have won before.
We had a lot of people in the chat tonight. Well,
and a lot of people chatting, so that was cool.
Yeah, some new faces like that.
Yeah, new names.
That's what I mean,
Some new fans.
Right. Some new watchers. Hopefully they'll stick with us and keep checking us out.
Or maybe first-time commentators or participants. There's Seth. Seth's here. Aunt Kay is here.
Ooh.
Hello, Auntie Kay. Toy Painter 1. Juliet's here. She says, mwahaha.
Oh, Juliet. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Gene's here. He says, okay, made it. Great show tonight. Oh, thank you. Paul's Hangout is here. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it was a good movie. Like, usually we show a lot of bad movies, but I think this one was actually...
I told you this was a good one.
It actually had a good story. I thought it was really cool.
This one I found on a videotape. It was...
Yeah.
It wasn't on a tape like it was a random thing, but...
No, we found
it was a release that came out probably in the early 80s.
Yeah, it was like a 1980s VHS release of it.
Like a dollar store type of looking thing,
Yeah, something you would see in the discount bin.
But man, it was good to find that. I was like, what's this sucker? Let's check this out, and did our thing and figured it was okay to use. So. And
it looked like, YouTube was cool with it, so we were glad everything went smooth for that.
Yepper depper pepper.
Yeah, the past show for episode 209 a couple weeks ago, we tried to play the movie Tormented. And YouTube was like, no, you can't do that.
Well, we might have to wind up making our own movies.
With sock puppets.
With something, yeah. Paper cutout, sock toys.
Paper dolls.
Yeah.
Make our own stories.
We make the dolls and the toys and not branded toys. That's a whole thing. Yeah, so it's tough out there, man. But, we'll do what we have to do to keep on. But are we going to just let me know when
Albert's here. He says, hey, Janet and Grim, I did watch the movie. I didn't participate in the chat very much because I had company around the campfire.
Nice.
So how you doing? Good movie. Good to see you guys. Hey there, Albert. Glad you're having fun.
Yeah, enjoying your time outdoors.
Yeah.
And it
socializing.
Cleared up just in time for you to, enjoy some out instead of the, tornado warnings. We just had tornado warnings in Ohio like midnight last night.
Yeah, we have had storms off and on for the past couple days and tons of rain. There's flooding in some parts.
Some people got hit hard.
There were some highways and roads that were closed for a little while.
Lots of homes, roofs, basements flooded.
A lot of people, their places were flooded or they had no electricity.
No fun, yeah.
Luckily here at the Erie Cemetery, we're okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah. We're used to a lot of the damp and dank anyway.
Yeah, so it's a little more damp and dank. But no,
exactly.
We've been fortunate with that. Even the electric. We have some people that, literally a stone's throw away who don't have electricity right now. So it's like, what are you going to, it's just been crazy,
Yeah. But, so we thought, well, if the power goes out, we'll just reschedule.
The powers that be must want us to have a show tonight, so.
But all is good so far.
Yeah. All right. So let me know when you're ready to go.
I think we could go. So this is our after show chat show called The Mummy and the Monkey's Harry Scary Hangover.
Yes, I'm Grim Gory the Monkey.
And I'm Janet Decay the Mummy.
That's right. And we hang out a little bit after our main show, the Harry Scary Hangout, which was obviously started tonight at around 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We have about a 15-minute countdown show.
Yes.
To the main show, which is about a 2-hour gig, and then we just hang out for a little bit afterwards.
We do.
Chew the fat, shoot the stuff now, and usually we have some sort of a topic. But Janet's like, well, what are we talking about? Well, it's an open forum show, so we encourage everybody out there to come up with some stuff. I mean, I can start talking about anything. I can talk about, everything, so Halloween's coming up.
Yes, and we're starting to see the Halloween stuff in stores, and isn't that exciting?
That's right, and if you
it's like, I love seeing Halloween in the stores.
And if you didn't score your 12-foot skeleton from Home Depot, by now, you ain't going to get one, so... Anyway, so everyone, that whole nightmare. I don't know, what do you feel about the giant skeletons? I mean, I love what the Home Depot's doing. I think it's an amazing thing that they're coming out with some really crazy stuff that kind of is better than the Spirit of Halloween stores. I mean, they're actually giving them some competition,
Real quick, and I'm going to answer a question, and then we could go back to talking about Halloween stuff.
It's a free-form show.
John Biggins says, anything happen with that Cleveland Podcast Award? So it's still going on. You can still technically vote until Monday or Tuesday, August 29th, 2023, and it's through Cleveland Scene Magazine. They are having right now the voting process for Best in Cleveland. So they have different categories for like Best Restaurant, Best Movie Theater, Best Podcast.
Right.
And people nominated us under the Best Podcast category because there's no real genre for horror host on there.
There's no category for
no category for that.
Like best television, Cleveland produced or independent television show. There's nothing like that.
Well, and entertainment show. And a lot of people don't know the term horror host. So when there's younger people that are like, what are you talking about? I usually tell them, it's like a podcast where we dress in character and host a movie.
Yeah, it's a cosplay podcast.
Yeah. So we're on there for best podcast, but you have to vote, and you can vote once a day if you live in Northeast Ohio.
Now, what's the term for the original cosplay? What is that called?
OC, original cosplay.
So we're an original cosplay podcast, movie show.
Sure. Something like that.
Whatever, kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good question, John. And so that's still going on. And
and John says, I voted a few times and forgot about it. Yeah, I was forgetting too. And you can go on there and vote for your favorite places
once a day,
in the area. Yeah, you can vote once a day. Favorite people and places and things like that.
We made it to the second round. That's good.
Yeah, so we're happy about that. We'll see how it goes.
But back to the 'tis the season for Halloween. Yeah, so the monster cereals came out. They added a new monster. It's I believe it's a female. And she's named like Carmela Crunch or something like that.
Yeah, she's a caramel flavor. Caramel? No, the cereal. Not her.
What flavor are you?
I don't know.
Mummy. I do.
Yummy Mummy flavor.
No. Yeah, there you go.
But
there was a Yummy Mummy.
So that one's cool because it has like all the monster cereals.
Yeah, it's a Monster Mash remix, they're calling it. So it's got, Frankenberry, Blueberry, Count Chocula, and this Carmela Crunch, I think it's called. It's an caramel apple flavored.
Yeah.
Who knows? But we'll have to give this a shot this weekend when we're watching cartoons in the morning. Be fun. So that was exciting, I guess.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, that'll be fun to try tomorrow.
This takes everybody back. I mean,
did you guys have a favorite monster cereal?
Yeah, of course.
I liked Count Chocula the best.
See, I wanted to like Blueberry because it was blue, but I wanted to like Frankenberry was my favorite. I like the strawberry flavor, and it would turn your milk chocolate or strawberry or blueberry. But I liked the color blue as a kid, and that's why I wanted to like Blueberry better. But I thought I liked Chocula or Frankenberry better than Blueberry, but I just wanted to like Blueberry because it was blue. Anyway.
Bone Jangler says Blueberry and Frankenberry for me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But those original ones, these new waxy ones aren't.
She's a green apple flavor. Right. I guess it's like green apple caramel.
Caramel, yeah. Green caramel apple, yeah.
And her name is what?
Carmela. I can't.
Carmela. Okay, let me check.
I think so. Crunchy Pants.
Crunchy Pants.
Carmela Crunchy
Carmela
Pants.
Crunchy Pants.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That should be her name. That'd be great.
She has an OnlyFans.
Oh gosh. There's going to be someone dressing up like her.
Of course. There's a lot. I can already name some of the.
She's cute though. Okay.
What another one of the top costumes this year is going to be because
Carmela Creeper.
That's not a good name.
Carmela Creeper is her name. I liked Carmela Crunchy Pants. I like that.
The word creep and creepers. I thought that was kind of a
creeper. Carmela Creeper. I guess she's creepy.
Okay.
So, all right.
Creeper. But I think there's going to be a lot of a lot of people pretending to have a mugshot. I did that one year. I did the Nick Nolte mugshot photo.
Oh, like a celebrity one.
There's an infamous Nick Nolte mugshot photo where he looks like I don't say a homeless person, but he's like disheveled. I think he was on a drunken binge. His hair's all over the place. He's got a Hawaiian shirt. So I did that basically when you were at a work part. And I think I had the little placard with the name on it and everything. But I sense there's going to be a certain sort of person who's going to be...
let's go back to the comments. Ron Vickers says Smurfberry Crunch.
That's not a Halloween cereal.
No, but he likes it.
There's only so many. So
yeah.
We've done that in the past where we talk about your favorite cereals.
Oh,
and boom.
people go, yeah.
Yeah. I can get crazy.
Aunt Kay says, what flavor is Grim? Banana?
You have to find out. Yeah, everyone would guess banana, but it could be, I don't know. What else do gorillas eat? They eat their own vomit.
Ants? Don't they eat bugs and
but
stuff too?
But they also eat food. They regurgitate it and then they eat it back up. We saw that. I remember seeing that at the zoo as a kid.
I would see them eat bugs and then fruit.
I think vomit flavor would be a better.
They eat peppers.
Stomach acid.
No, fruits and veggies.
It'd be an oatmeal. It wouldn't be a crunchy cereal.
Okay. Well, yucky.
Some kind of bug flavors. Yeah, whatever.
Bug flavored cereal.
Yeah, termite flavored cereal.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Van Ciatros says, I heard that Blossom Music Center's pavilion only shows this year are due to a Cleveland... Huh? What venue closed? Oh, something about a venue closing. I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they were doing fine. Blossom Music is still open.
Yeah, the Offspring.
As far as I know, they're okay.
Offspring are going to be playing there.
Yeah, I thought they already did.
Blink 182, is that already done?
I thought they
I heard a promotion a couple days ago for it.
Yeah, and I think that was today or something.
Oh, it might have been this weekend.
Yeah, I think it already happened.
But my point is that they were playing at Blossom, so
yeah, Blossom's still a thing.
Yeah, I'm not challenging when they played, but I know it's Blossom's still open. Oh boy,
it's still a thing. They do shows and stuff there. Mm-hmm. So we watched some weird movies on Tubi the other day.
Tubi is a rabbit hole if you don't know already.
You could get lost just looking through all the weird movies on there.
When you pick one genre or a certain type of movie, then it's it does that algorithm thing where it goes, if you like this, then maybe you'll like these 1,000 other movies,
Right.
So, and there's so many independent movies. Some of them are distributed by Troma or, picked up. So they weren't made by Troma, but it's got that Troma feel, that sort of offbeat type stuff. And one was called, what was it called? Something Dreams?
I'm trying to remember the name of it now.
You didn't bring the paper?
No, it's over there. I looked at it and thought, I'll remember.
Well, basically, the last line was Preachers from Outer Space.
Yeah, Something Dreams Preacher, Invasion of the Preachers, Space Preachers?
Space Preachers.
Invasion of the Space Preachers.
It wasn't
from
bad.
1990.
Yeah,
it was started out really interesting, but towards the end I fell asleep. No, so I was like,
you always fall asleep to anything.
Yeah.
You slept through the storms and stuff. So
Yeah, pretty much.
That means nothing. But the movie itself, it was it was over 2 hours too. That's another thing.
Yeah, it was kind of a long movie. I thought if it was shorter,
it was ambitious.
And maybe the pacing was faster.
I'm sure some people think that about our show, too.
Probably.
If it was just shorter, 5 or 10 minutes long.
If the movie was only a minute long.
If this show is only 10 minutes long, I can maybe...
Yeah.
Too many farts, but...
yeah, there you go. We've heard that before.
Not enough. I can't have too many farts. There's no such thing. That's I don't know, too many Doritos or something.
But, the alien in it was kind of cool, because there's, this alien that...
Well, especially when it turned into a hot chick.
Well, and then they transformed into, a hot space alien babe.
With everything natural. No puffy lips, no boob job.
No, she was just a pretty actress.
Before...
She had her real lips and real face
before
and
everyone in Hollywood...
Real anatomy.
For everyone in Hollywood or trying to get in Hollywood lost their mind.
When you see old movies and there's attractive people in the movies and they look more natural, it's like
is that supposed? I don't.
A breath of fresh air to me.
Look, if someone out there had some sort of augmentation or
nothing against people who have had work done.
I just don't get
when
it.
Everyone gets work done, it's
it's a little. It's a thing,
I like to see some natural people, organic people.
Trust me, you don't see anyone else look like this out there.
Yes, we are organic. We are not AI.
We're kind of one of a kind.
Hosting the show.
Yeah. But but it's but I want to get into any kind of talking about people that do things like that. But it is that fad is a little bit disturbing.
Yeah, to each their own, really.
The duck lip thing's a little strange. Whatever. But my point was that you didn't. It's interesting that that's what I do now. I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
When they're watching movies now, that you see the difference and the way things not only look, obviously, but the way people like the movie stars, and even if they're not even stars yet. Mm-hmm. That doesn't matter. People are all getting elected to get these certain looks. They think they have to fit this certain look. And it's those. That's why it's fun to watch these old movies, because it's free of that.
Well, and it's great to appreciate all different people that have their own unique looks. So,
well, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like when Jennifer Grey changed her nose.
Whatever people want to do.
Nose jobs were the beginning of it. I mean, that's where the rhinoplasty thing it goes way back, right? People get nose jobs. I think maybe back even in the 50s.
In the 50s.
Plastic surgery was a thing, and I think one of the look, Jennifer Grey, baby from Dirty Dancing, she got her nose job and she wound up looking like Tatum O'Neal, which ain't bad, but she didn't look like Jennifer Grey anymore. Yeah. So I don't know. It's I don't know. Like Frankenstein, he didn't go out and get any. He's like, look good. I think he looked. He knew
he looked good with all of the body parts.
That's when he was trying to hook up with.
He got a lot of work done.
When we tried to hook up with the bride, he's like, "What? What's up? Look at us."
She got some work done too.
He's like, "You ain't all that."
And they looked great together.
But she didn't have duck lips. She might have had a boob job, some kind of. She had
someone's boobs.
Boobs, yeah. Maybe one from this one from that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Duck lip, maybe actual duck lips. That's the difference. She had real. He couldn't find, so he ran out and got a duck and sewed the duck lips.
Yeah.
But or who knows? Some lips.
It's all good.
Who knows where lips came from?
C-Tech says old Western TV shows from the 1960s with women with false eyelashes kill me.
We caught that.
Oh yeah, like the old Westerns from the 60s where they have like the full makeup and the bouffant hair, like their hair is styled perfect.
That did not exist back then.
Like they didn't have bouffant hair in the 1880s.
Right. So our alter egos, we like antiques and stuff like that.
You play along. You watch anyway.
And we've seen so many antique photographs. I have not seen one woman
from the 1800s with bouffant hair
that looked or makeup
or fake eyelashes.
They
wore very little makeup in the 1800s.
And you find anyone that you would say relatively currently attractive, I'm sure, different times,
it's just
blah, blah,
silly
blah.
when you notice. Yeah,
but these women were as plain as could be. Now, what they wore was very elaborate.
Yeah, the dresses and stuff like that were always like in fashion and colorful.
It wasn't like caked on rouge.
In all fairness, they didn't have a lot of makeup products back then.
Okay, but
they just didn't.
But it's funny to watch these.
Maybe a little bit of rouge or a little bit of powder, but like very little.
Now, who might have been made up were the working girls. The saloon girls might have been really made up.
Well, that was their profession.
Maybe to hide the bruises, but they who knows? Because that's pretty rough. I'm sure.
The makeup industry didn't seem when you look. If you ever care to research this, really the 1920s is what started like the Maybelline mascara, the different makeup products for different skin types. That really started in the 1920s is when that really took off.
But that's what's funny about, again, the reality versus,
thousands of years before then, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, they experimented making their own eyeliners, eyeshadows from different things in nature. So
that coffee can in the cupboard behind the dishes there? I think that's from 25 years ago sitting here. That's got some ancient grease in it from some bacon I made 30 years ago. Who knows? But we're not the history of makeup.
So the history talk. Let's continue on with something else.
But it's relevant to what they were saying. So it is interesting to see, because the fantasy versus the reality. Some people might watch westerns and go, "Man, I'd love to go back there. Look at the women." I'll grant your wish, and they get sent back by a genie, and they're like, "Holy mackerel!" And then everybody's. That was like the best Doctor Who. I think I've seen a lot of Doctor Who episodes.
Well, yeah, people didn't bathe very often.
They pointed that out in one of the episodes where this one person it was a girl, I think, a female companion of the Doctor's was like, "I can't wait to go back in time with you." So he goes, "Okay, love, let's go to where do you want to go?" And they wind up going back to like the 1500s or something. And they're in a crowd of people, and they step out of the time traveling device, the TARDIS, and the first thing, she's like, "Whoa!" She covers her face up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I meant to, hygiene was a different thing."
You showed me that.
But they pointed it out. It's so funny.
So Gary Smith says, "Who did the hair for Prehistoric Women?"
They didn't.
Well, maybe he's talking about that. What's that one movie, Planet of the Prehistoric Women?
Yeah.
And they had their hair like perfectly
No, I think he's
styled.
talking about in general.
Oh, in general? Oh,
Yeah.
you figured out how to do it on your own.
Wilma put like a bone in her hair.
You would comb your hair out and
Raquel
figure it out on
Welch.
your own.
You got to ask Raquel Welch from 1 million years BC, right?
Yeah, I mean, her hair looked perfect.
Everything looked perfect.
Everything looked perfect on her.
But she was one that came out that way. I don't think she had any augmentation, but you know.
Yeah.
But ask her; she would know. A club to the head, right? This how they got their hair done. The caveman went.
All right, I'm just checking the screen here.
Club cuts. I don't know. Good question, though. I don't think there was, but people didn't worry about that back then. It was pretty much, you know, survival of the fittest, and whatever was around is what you mated with, and that was good enough. Didn't have a single scene, I don't think, back then.
No.
We
don't know.
Well, it wasn't like, you know, Match.com or anything like that.
No, they didn't have any of those interweb things.
Christian Singles, nothing like that.
None of those. What's
the
sites?
farmer one? You know.
Oh, Farmers Only or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Members only.
Well, yeah. So let's get back to Halloween talk,
Woo!
And not like history. I mean, history is interesting. I do like learning about history.
The beauty of the show is, I think it's very loose. It doesn't have to be that rigid. We can talk about whatever. I think it's fun to step outside.
Usually, I have notes and I've got like some talking
that's
points.
Too rigid.
I didn't do any of that today.
Don't need that.
Well, I feel like
I'm a chatterbox.
I feel like it comes in handy if the conversation gets a little, you like, okay, let's go down the list of things we can discuss.
It's like Doc at the end of Back to the Future. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. We don't need roads here. We're just kind of freeform. We're all
I
over
wish
the
you
place.
guys could see this. Louis is laying belly up on the floor, looking adorable.
Now there's nothing to talk about
I
because they
have
can't
to
see
pet
it.
his belly.
Okay, give him some bellies.
I have to pet his belly.
Pet mine next.
Oh, he's so cute.
And I can't read what they're...
Yeah, belly.
So if anyone's saying anything good in the chat, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't read it. What are the people saying in the chat?
Well, Ben Cooper Halloween costumes.
Oh, wow, they still make those? I don't think
I don't know. James Muscarella blurted that out.
Well, who's
he
that
really
one company?
likes them.
Was it, what's that one retro company that makes all the big giant versions of that?
Oh, yeah. There is a company that makes...
Not Creepy Co.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but they do reproductions. Yeah. Retro A Go-Go, maybe?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, they do reproductions of those old like retro Halloween masks. That's pretty cool.
The vac formed, Vancouver mask. But that was my favorite. Someone was talking about Woolworths the other day, the department store.
Oh, Woolworths!
And what was your favorite memory? And mine was one of them. The biggest one was going down it was a down escalator.
Oh, I posted that a week or so ago.
That led to around Halloween time. They would have all the brand new pallets of Ben Cooper. They would be stacked. They'd be like at least 8 feet by maybe 5 feet high, full of these boxes, these Ben Cooper masks, and you could smell that plastic,
Yes.
and vinyl from the vinyl flame retardant.
Well, those old timey costumes. So you get this thin kind of mask. We have a few hanging up here.
Vac form plastic.
Yeah. And then, not everyone knows what vac form plastic is.
Well,
it's
that's
those
what the
thin,
technique.
like plasticky masks.
Yeah.
And you would get like a vinyl smock with it, with like the character's face and name on it. Because, He-Man
the devil.
Because He-Man totally wears shirts of himself
that say
He-Man on it.
And there would be like Kitty, but they wouldn't put like Kitty. It would just be like
Barbie wears a shirt with Barbie on it.
Well, that's branding.
It's the silliest thing with some of those old costumes.
But that's the licensor.
But that's just how they made them.
They want to advertise.
They were very simple. Like, here's your plastic smock with He-Man on it.
Yep.
And there's your He-Man mask with like the molded hair.
Yeah, but and they would do like the $6 Million Man, which is like Lee Major's face that didn't look like it was a man's face. Yeah. I never understood the people face mask. I thought it was kind of weird.
They're silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just what they had. It was very limited. Now you go, like, there's Spirit Halloween, there's, like, all these different things. People make their own elaborate costumes. Well, people did make costumes back then, too, but if you got a store-bought one, it was, like, more simple.
Yeah, Mar-a-Lago might be turned into a Spirit Halloween pretty soon. Who knows? We'll see.
But, now the costumes are super elaborate. I love seeing how people get, like, way into their costuming.
Yeah, it's more elaborate than ever. I haven't been to any, like, cons, You've been to some like Ohio Con. Where's the ones they really go? Everyone, it's like, more Japanese cosplay.
Like
stuff,
Ohio
right?
Con, like the anime conventions, the comic book conventions, like Wizard World and Fan Expo. And
but now
you see some great costumes at those places.
And they even they even have like special, like when we go to Packatans or not Joann Fabrics. They have actual, like, stuff specifically for cosplay, like that foam you can use.
Yes. To
carve whatever you can out of weapons and costume parts. They sell that. It's all branded and marketed now towards cosplayers to make their own costumes.
Yeah.
There's specific materials you can buy now that you had to figure out how to make on your own in the past.
Yeah, now the craft stores have Joann's has a lot of the like fabrics and stuff to make these fancy costumes.
Which is great, because before you had to go to the dump and try to find old couch cushions and take the foam, the smelly assed up, farted in.
Grim! Jeez!
Well, they are.
Just chill a little bit with the language and stuff.
It's not a bad thing.
Chill a little bit.
It is true. But
Aunt Kay says OhioCon is a feast for the eyes.
Yes. You'll see all kinds of magic.
All kinds of cool costumes.
I've heard.
Oh yeah, it's just so fun to see all that.
Yeah. So people are just
And now people are doing that with Halloween.
Yeah.
And have been, I think, maybe for the past, I don't know, for a while now, because it seems like the cosplay thing is becoming more mainstream and it's seeping into Halloween, where people were really putting in a lot of effort into their costumes and planning parties and stuff like that.
And one thing I noticed being in the creative field, worked at a lot of places that made toys and stuff like that.
Billy. Sorry.
The people that worked at these companies, it seemed to me the creative departments weren't as creative during Halloween as like the clerical departments or the people that did other stuff. That was their chance to shine, and they really would knock. We would have internal Halloween party. Every department would come up with a theme or work together and come up with something to represent their department Halloween time costume wise. And it seemed like these other departments, like the finance or accounting, they would do some crazy stuff. There was one guy who was like an accountant, very quiet dude and kind of mild mannered. Doesn't matter what his name is or where I work, but I'll never forget. Here's an accountant, right? A bean counter type of guy. All day, he dressed up like Jason, and not even a real good one. But he wore the hockey mask all day. You'd pass by his cubicle, no one around. He's got this Jason mask on, typing all day. Like, okay.
Well, Halloween was his time to shine then.
He didn't break character even when he was working.
Good.
Before and after the.
You need a little bit of.
We did our costume contest over lunch. It's cool to chill, buddy.
You got a square job. You need to have fun and.
I thought it was kind of creepy. It was kind of neat though, because he was all into it.
He stayed, yeah.
And maybe challenge mine.
John Biggin says, hated when your mother made you put on your coat over your costume.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yes. Yeah, because you're wearing when you're a mini monster, you're wearing this fun costume and you're all in. And you're all excited about it,
but
and then your mom's like, "It's cold out. Put a coat on."
You're gonna catch a cold.
But then you wear your coat, and then you're sweating the whole time, running around to go get your candy.
That plastic
and
mask.
then you're sweating under your mask.
Trust me, any kind of mask is gonna keep you very warm. At least your face, anyway.
Yeah. So that's a fun memory.
Yeah, then why bother going out, Mom? What am I doing this for?
You're dressed as Superman. You have to put a coat over your
Well,
outfit.
the love of the candy got you through. You're like, you know what? I'll sacrifice the costume.
Okay, candy.
No one's going to see the word
candy.
No one will see the word He-Man on my...
No one can tell I'm He-Man.
How are they going to know?
Yeah, they won't be able to see my He-Man smock.
Cover that up.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, it's funny. I'm just looking through the comments. Probably wrap this up in a little bit here.
Whatever. We just want to hang out a little bit. We haven't done it in a while.
Don't want to catch pneumonia. Yes, you wear a coat or you'll catch pneumonia.
That's not how it works, Mom.
But you would hear that. Yep.
Pneumonia. Caught it.
You'll catch it from going outside.
Yeah.
Without a coat.
Science be damned.
Yeah. Seth says monster conventions and events are starting up. Oh yeah.
Oh boy, they never
Yeah, we've got a couple, maybe a handful of events coming up this fall.
Yeah, and
that'll be cool.
More and more elaborate. I mean, and again, we're always amazed at some of the stuff people come up with. It's really creative and cool. It's been the best lately.
And if everything works out well, we're hoping to do an on location
Live
streaming from a Halloween party.
Ooh.
So we're trying to get that in order.
It won't be on a Halloween night or anything.
It won't be Halloween night, but it'll be around Halloween time.
Yeah, unless we tape it and then do it on Halloween. What do you think? We'll think about it. We have to think it through. You want to stream it?
We'll think it over.
That could be problematic, but we'll try it. Yeah. We might have to do a test stream. Yeah, of course we will. Yeah, we'll have to set that up. We'll probably try that to see what it's like from,
he got me.
Well, maybe you want to concentrate and do this instead of act like you're bored of this. And
no, I'm not bored.
The audience is like feeling very left out.
Oh, you guys aren't left out.
You're down there doing something.
I need like a camera just on Louie, so you guys can see what he's doing.
Yeah, she's petting her cat. It's not, nothing weird.
You guys could throw a big Halloween party, says John. How? Ooh, I don't think yeah, that would be like so difficult to coordinate.
It's easier if somebody hosts something and we could kind of make an appearance. Pop in, do our thing, because to have all that's too much. To try
to coordinate that and host would be way too much. It'd be like wrangling cats.
We would love to try to do that. Maybe later on.
It sounds like a great, it's something we could aspire to do one day.
If things blew up for us and we had a crew, then we could do it.
Yeah.
But without that.
We can't do that just on our own.
Yeah, we would love to do it.
It would be one of those projects where we would, really need
some help.
A team.
Yeah, a little bit of help.
Yeah.
But who knows? It's a good idea. But we'd love to do it, though, yes.
So, let's see.
It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question.
Raymond says, when we got older, we dressed in old clothes as bums so we could trick or treat just for the candy.
Well, that still happens.
Yeah,
some people don't even try to do that. They just come up with
some don't wear a costume. They just come up and want candy.
Grown men and women.
That's okay. If that's all, no big deal.
Candy, though.
Everyone likes candy on Halloween.
Not me.
That's all right. Let's see. Do you guys? What are you guys going to dress up like?
We don't know yet. Like I said, we do this stuff.
We want to hear your Halloween plans.
We'll let you know as soon as we figure it out. But
we're still trying to plan our Halloween time.
So obviously, when we do the live stream, when we do our Halloween show party thing, we'll be in our characters. But there's another party we're going to go to that I don't think will be Mummy and the Monkey.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Something different.
Maybe.
I could do Barney Bone Dust again. You could do Vampira.
Maybe. So one year I did dress as Vampira.
And it was real nice, too. You did a good job.
But it's tough.
Okay.
Because
it's no excuses.
But I'm thinking, so people have suggested that we dress up like each other.
We've thought about that.
And we've considered that before.
But nobody wants to see that.
Or maybe we dress up as other horror hosts for Halloween.
I thought about that, too.
Yeah. So there's a lot to consider there. A lot going on there. But... yeah, we love, of course, we're Halloween year-round, but Halloween is like a special time. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. And like we said, all the stores are... Dollar Tree was the first one I saw that actually put out stuff, not just the candy.
Yes, yeah, I saw it with Dollar Tree also.
A lot of grocery stores just have the cereal, some of the candy, but they don't have any of the actual... Spirit of Halloween's are already open, but they don't count because... Well, they do count, but that's all they sell. But the department stores, or whatever you want to call them.
The regular stores, like the discount big box stores, the grocery stores.
Yeah, Walmart might have stuff out now, but like a week ago, they just had the candy out. So, but we'll see. But it's coming,
it all start... You see the candy first go out. You see the boxes of orange.
Yes.
And then you're like, okay, good, they're putting out candy. That means the other stuff is going to be put out next. And then, you might go back, later in the week to the store and you'll see it's like, okay, cool, they put all the stuff out.
They gradually insert.
So you get to see the shelves
the Halloween.
Turn Halloween.
Yes, you have to prep it all. You have to make sure everything's lubed and ready for everything to be, slid in.
So, Van Ciatra says, Menards was the first I had seen. Good stuff there.
Well, they put up really big stuff, too, Mm-hmm. Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, they all have...
I think they're all competing with each other.
They are. I
mean,
these hardware stores have some of the best Halloween stuff now.
And now it's it sells quickly. Especially those big skeletons and the real big decorations.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're super collectible. Spirit Halloween is open in Parma already, says John.
Oh, yeah.
C-Tac says, my best Halloween outfit was when I dressed up as Goober from the Andy Griffith Show and had all the behaviors and lines and voice to go with.
Well, golly.
That's funny.
Golly. Cool.
Very cool. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. But just wanted to chat with you guys for a little while after the show.
Pequeño.
To, kind of decompress and relax a little bit.
But I feel very decompressed. I'm ready to kind of just, get in front of the tube and fade away.
I'm ready to
get out with the weekend.
To snuggle up in my sarcophagus here and hang out with Crypt Kitty, Louie, and Earl.
That's right. I've got a nice little, corner with hay in it, and like a water bowl, and I think an attire.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I like to. I snuggle up with that.
Your little tree house out in the in the Erie Cemetery.
Lots of hay.
Back where the cemetery plots are.
We got lots of hay. It's a little stinky, but
I
love it.
And all that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Good night. Good fright. Mwah.
We'll see you next week. All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.